What's up guys, Dino here, welcome back to my racing channel. Now, reason I'm doing this small little video, just to show how much I appreciate every subscriber so far that's on this channel. I got a little message from one of my very valuable subscribers that comes under the banner of Just Some Guy, which I appreciate your message, Just Some Guy. And it was about a race that was getting run today at Fontwell in the 410. He had messaged me to let me know what horse he thought would win the race. And we'll just go through it. So here's the race. And what Just Some Guy had looked at. He'd obviously looked at the race, he had obviously looked at the form, he'd obviously sent over at that precise time yesterday, the going was only showing soft, but Just Some Guy had done his homework to a degree, and he had mentioned that back in the UK, at that point it was absolutely torrential rain, so he was under the impression that it was going to turn from soft to heavy, and he was absolutely bang on. If you look at the going last night was showing soft, but it changed to heavy. So Just Some Guy, well done for that, spotting that out. And what Just Some Guy, he fancied this horse here, Morton's Leam. Just before we go any further, just a wee point, Just Some Guy, I did try to acknowledge your message, but for some reason it wouldn't let me get back to you. This is why I'm doing this video, just to show that I didn't ignore your comment, but for some reason I was trying to message and it just wouldn't let me do it, so I'm going to have to look into that. So I apologise if you didn't get a message, but I did try to message you. So I just thought I'd do a short video. So Just Some Guy had came up with, he was under the impression that Morton's Leam had a very good chance of winning the race, and he was bang on. He was bang on. That definitely had a very good chance of winning the race. One, because it ran on soft ground. Its overall rating, and if you look at it, this is the best horse in the race, without any shadow of a doubt. Its overall rating was 117, and it had a weight of 1112, and it was getting £7 taken off that 1112s, which is huge. So I can fully understand, Just Some Guy, why you've went for that horse. But I must add, a class 4, over the jumps, heavy ground. It's not, as I was going to say on my message to you, wasn't a very good race, if I'm being honest. Would I have looked at it? Probably not. But because you had messaged me, absolutely, I was going to have a look at it. So Morton's Leam did have a decent chance of winning this race. Then I had a look at Away for Slates, and also that's won its last 2 races. Its overall rating had went from something like, I think it was 97 or 96 up to 109 in its last 3 races. So it's an improving horse. It was carrying 11.4, but £3 were coming off that. So you were talking 11 stone 1 running against 11 stone 5, but Morton's Leam was carrying just that little bit more pounds. And the other significant factor was Red Devil Star, out of these 4 horses, was the only horse in the race that had ran on heavy ground, to which I thought that would have a really good chance as well. But again, the reason I didn't think that would win it is probably because of its weight. The other 2 horses were getting pounds taken off, whereas this one was at 11 stone 10, so I can understand probably why that didn't win it. But if I was going to have a bet, I probably would have done a forecast, a reverse forecast, and my reverse forecast would have been away for Slates and Morton's Leam, without doubt. Spock wasn't going to win it. I just knew that wasn't going to win it. I had a look at it and said, nope, don't think so. Because it's running against, as much as it's a class 4 and it's not a very good race, these horses above it are certainly better in it. So I probably, with it only being 4 runners, I probably would have done a forecast, and it would have been a reverse forecast, which means a reverse forecast, in case any of you ladies and gents don't know what a reverse forecast is. If you put £5 on a reverse forecast, it's really £10 or $5 and $10, because what it means is, reverse forecast means if Morton's Leam wins it and away for Slates comes in second, you get paid out. But if it's the other way around and it's away for Slates, comes in first, and Morton's Leam finishes second, you still get paid out. So it doesn't matter the order with a reverse forecast. If you've put they two onto that and saying in your bet a reverse forecast, then it doesn't matter what order they come in, first or second. So I probably would have done a reverse forecast rather than just putting a winning bet on. So Just Some Guy, good job. You only just got beat. I think it was only 2.5 lengths in the end, and it was only over the last fence that away for Slates just began to get that advantage. But I did watch a race, and I just thought I'd make a little video, especially for you and everyone else, just to show that Just Some Guy has looked at the race, done his homework, obviously looked at the weather outside and noticed that it was probably going to be heavy ground rather than soft. So yeah, well done, Just Some Guy. You just missed out this time, unless you did put the forecast on, or the reverse forecast. That would have been spot on. But that's probably what I would have done. I'd done the reverse forecast away for Slates and Morton's Leam. And the only reason I wouldn't have put Red Devil Star in there, even though it's the only horse that's won on heavy ground, is because of its weight. The other two were getting weight off their back. Red Devil Star wasn't, and that turned out to be the case. Alright, so I just thought I'd go through this with you. Here's the result in the end. Away for Slates won it. As you can see there, at 11 stone 1, because it was getting these 3 off. Morton's Leam was second, ran a good race, only beaten 2 3/4 lengths, and because it had 11 stone 12, it was getting £7 off, so it went down to 11.5. And Red Devil Star was a further 4 lengths back from Morton's Leam in third. So Just Some Guy, well done, you've done your homework. I hope you did do the reverse forecast, because obviously you would have got your money back at decent prices as well. 75 for the favourite and 11.4 for the second. Yeah, you would have got decent money back if you had done the forecast, which I hope you did. Alright, just a small short video for everyone, but especially for Just Some Guy. Thank you for messaging me, really do appreciate it. Let's get more subscribers on this channel, ladies and gents, and let's put our heads all together. Let's do exactly what Just Some Guys has done there. Send me a message, I'll look at the race. I don't understand why I tried to get back to you with a message and it just wasn't, I don't know why, it just wouldn't let me do it. But I will look into that. Alright, so short video, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks again to Just Some Guy, and there will be many more videos coming up. Cheltenham's just next week. Wow, that's going to be exciting, so look out for the tips, probably be towards the end of the week, learning about Sunday, Monday, and I'll have a look at Cheltenham, which is going to be hard to get winners because it's all going to be big fields, but we will do our very best. And the more people I've got on subscribing, letting me know what they're going to be doing in races, I can look at the races, judge for myself. As always, I will be totally honest. And yeah, let's get more subscribers and let's keep doing this. Alright, take care, and I will speak to you all soon.